Hey beautiful people, it's Delilah, your plant-based dietitian and energy healer, and today I'm going to talk about the connection between being ungrounded and overeating. So I was inspired to make this video because I myself just went through a whole phase of being quite ungrounded and overeating. I just recently moved into a new place, so moving in itself is a very ungrounding activity, simply because you're changing your home and you're stressed out about where you're going to live and home, shelter, those are very basic needs, and that deals with the root chakra, and the root chakra deals with grounding, so it's all interconnected. So first, let me break down the connection between the root chakra and groundedness, because really that's what this is centered around, the root chakra, okay? So the root chakra, it deals with our most basic needs being met: food, shelter, water. It's all about safety and security and having your most basic needs met. Feeling safe and secure, being present in the moment. So the way the root chakra plays into our eating habits is because if you think about it, eating, although we do it, for fun and pleasure, it's also something that we have to do for survival. And like I just mentioned, the root chakra, survival is one of its key things. When our root chakra is thriving, we feel connected to Mother Earth, our ancestors, family, tribe. We feel present and comfortable in our bodies. We're in touch and in tune with our bodies. We're listening to our bodies. And when I say listening to our bodies, that also means we're listening to our hunger and satiety cues. And that's where the eating habits come in, because a very fundamental part about eating is listening to your body's hunger and satiety cues. Now, when our root chakra is thriving, we're grounded. When it has a little bit of imbalance going on, when the frequency is not so right, then we're not so grounded and we're not really listening to our hunger cues and satiety cues. And that's the point that I'm getting at, is that when we're not so grounded and we're not so present in our body, it's much harder for us to actually pay attention to our body's cues about being hungry and satisfied. And honestly, the same goes for undereating as well. Both over and undereating ties into the root chakra because they're both symptoms of just simply not listening to your body cues. But for the purposes of this video, I want to zero in on the overeating part. Eating, like I said, is something that we do for survival. When our root chakra is kind of thrown off whack, that means there is some kind of I guess you could say a threat to our security, like a threat to our safety, security, and our most basic needs being met. So to use myself as an example, I was going through a move, right? And moving for me is just always stressful, no matter what. It's just a stressful thing. So it makes sense that I was, kind of coping with behaviors to bring about a sense of security and safety, and eating food, more food, is a great way to feel safe and secure when things are kind of all over the place, right? And so on a micro level, that's what was happening with me. But if you think about it on a macro level, that is legit happening with the world right now, with the pandemic, panic shoppers buying up all food. Well, at least people have calmed down on that so much now compared to when it first hit. But it's true, think about it. This pandemic is threatening people's sense of safety and security, right? Because people are afraid of getting sick, right? They're afraid, they have lost money. A lot of people have lost money. They don't know how they're gonna pay their rent. They don't know how they're gonna take care of themselves. So people's sense of safety and security and survival is being threatened. So it makes sense that people are stressed out and overeating, over-consuming, as like a maladaptive means to try to like grab some security, like some sense of like safety and control, right? When in fact, like what our spirit really is craving is to just be grounded and to remember that we are always safe, we're always secure, we are always provided for with what we need at all times, right? We have to remind ourselves that that is how we ground ourselves. And once we do that, we're much more present in our body. We're able to pay attention to our hunger and satiety cues, and we're less likely to overeat because we know for a fact that we are taken care of, that we are supported, and that we will absolutely have enough resources for the next time. And that we know that there's enough resources not just for me, but for everyone around me and the people after them. That is being grounded, that is feeling supported, safe, and secure, and that is a thriving root chakra energy. If you're wondering, like, how did I get back to normal? Let me just preface with saying, even though I am a dietitian and energy healer, I'm not perfect. Like, I'm not immune to like falling into these kinds of patterns, because I am also a regular human being too, just like all of you all. So affirmations are my thing. If you know me, you know I love affirmations because I really believe in speaking things into existence. So I'm going to share with you a couple of root chakra affirmations that will definitely help with grounding. Mother Earth provides me with all that I need to fulfill my life purpose and live in prosperity. I am exactly where I need to be. This one's really great because when we are ungrounded, I feel like it's a symptom of us not feeling like we belong. And like I mentioned earlier, the root chakra is about having a sense of belonging, right? And all of us are here to fulfill a purpose, right? But in order to fulfill that purpose, we need to realize and remember that we belong here to fulfill that purpose. So that's why I really like that second affirmation. The third one is, my body supports me with its strength. This is a really good one for just connecting with your body overall, and that can really help with paying attention to your hunger and satiety cues, like trusting your body to be strong and support you and keep you safe. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I also wrote a blog piece about it, and so I'm going to put the link to that in the description box, but go ahead and check it out, because if you liked this, you'll probably like the blog as well. If you like this video and you want to see more of this, definitely make sure you subscribe so that you stay up to date on when the next video comes out. And also spread the good word, like it, share with your friends, share with your people, and comment. If you have anything you want to share with me, go ahead and share it in the comments too.